Good evening, everyone. My name is Tina Hewerman, and I am the founder of the Detox Divas. And I'm so excited to bring you this call tonight because, I love to talk about these products, but what I love more is to hear people talk about these products. And so tonight is the stocking stuffer edition. And one thing that I didn't realize is today is also my 2-year anniversary with Heart and Body Naturals. So super, super excited about that. Absolutely love this company, love the teams that we have. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful position to be in with all of you. And I'm just actually I put on my gratitude oil before we started, and I'm just so grateful to be here and so grateful for your time. So, who is Heart and Body Naturals? Heart and Body Naturals wants to build an extraordinary company making a positive difference in the health of people worldwide with products we proudly stand behind with a 100% no questions asked guarantee. Heart and Body Naturals belief system is simple and has been demonstrated every day for the past 8 years in our parent company, Green Organics, to always be authentic, ethical, transparent without favoritism, while respecting the invaluable partnership they have with the consultants, the volunteer workforce. Ben is the vice president. Paula Scarcella is the owner and founder.
Nothing, just jumped on the Zoom call.
Is the owner and founder. Did we get that muted? There we go. Yep. Let me get that muted. Okay, sorry about that. So anyway, our formulator is absolutely brilliant, and I'm so grateful for her intuitive nature and the love and energy that she puts into every one of her formulations, whether it's a health focused product, an essential oil focused product. It's just truly, truly comforting to me to know that her level of expectation for the product that she puts out is above and beyond anything I've ever experienced when it comes to potency and purity. Alexandria is an aromatherapy formulator, educator, and owner of the Brighton Institute of Botanical Studies with over 30 years of experience in the Ayurvedic medicine, aromatherapy, herbal, and natural remedy world. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but she initially got her introduction to plant medicine in working with an oncologist, a natural oncologist out of Germany. So the beautiful partnership between Alexandria and Ben and Paula started in 2012, and they formed the partnership to offer Alexandria's formulas exclusively through our sister company, Go to Sana, and now Heart and Body Naturals. We've got a pure plant promise here, quality ingredients. The sourcing of the ingredients is of utmost importance to the company. They want to make sure that they are pure, they are potent, there are no toxins or anything that you will find on any of the formulations on the labels. And the cool thing is that Alexandria has got so much respect worldwide with her reputation when it comes to plant medicine that she gets first harvest rights out of all of the other companies in the essential oil space or natural remedy space. Let's put it that way. Everything is absolutely third-party tested. The majority of our raw ingredients are processed at a GFSI and ISO certified state-of-the-art manufacturing partner facility located in different parts of the world. And we have that guarantee that I just spoke about. Now, before we get into these amazing interviews with these amazing people that are product users, passionate product users, I do want to clarify that the statements made in this presentation on our website or in any of the Heart and Body Naturals, Green Organics, Go to Sana literature or presentations, none of that has been evaluated by the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. The Heart and Body Naturals products are not intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any diseases. The information on our website, on our literature, is solely for educational purposes only. and is not intended as medical advice. So please take that up with your primary healthcare provider for questions on whether or not you should be taking that. So let me come back over here now that I've read the disclaimers and the fun stuff. And let's go ahead and start with Courtney the reindeer. And I'm going to go ahead and pin her video. So, Miss Courtney, you have been with Heart and Body Naturals almost as like within a day or two of me.
I
And
actually just thinking about that, and I joined at the end of December. So like it's maybe a week or two, but almost 2 years. That's
almost 2 years.
a good time.
Didn't that go fast?
It did very fast.
Yeah,
I didn't think about it until you said something.
So you have got a lot of favorite products, and you had a really hard time nailing it down to what you wanted to talk about tonight.
So first of all, I want to introduce myself. I'm Courtney. I'm from New Hampshire. About 7 years ago, my husband and I bought a plot of land on a mountain, and we built our house to the size that we wanted it to be, and for our growing kids, because we bought a 2-bedroom house and we have 3 kids. So it was super squished for a little while, but we built it to what we wanted it to be. And now we pull wood off of our property to heat the house. Tonight, I get to tell you all about my favorite product of all, which is fulvic acid. And that's the reason I joined Heart and Body Naturals. In like the end of 2020, I learned about fulvic acid, but I like kept like kind of going back and forth and looking at the research. And it was 2021 before I ordered some. I happened to get it about a week before my husband cut the end of his finger off. And so life got flipped upside down. He was like the primary breadwinner. I had to go out and work, plus take care of my farm, plus take care of him and all that. So basically, the fulvic came into my life at the perfect time. So he could not move at all because there was a possibility he wouldn't be able to keep the end of his finger if it like got dislodged in any way. So he read everything and learned that fulvic actually helps with bone regrowth. So he was like, I want to take that with you. So first I got like lots and lots of energy. I actually, the first day that I drank fulvic, a friend asked me to help them stack hay, and I like drank it and had this huge energy buzz and went and stacked all this hay after taking care of all my animals. And I wasn't tired. I was like ready to go, keep going. So I was like, okay, this is probably going to help me out. It also has completely helped my menstrual cycle. It's regulated it out, and I used to have terrible cramps, and since taking fulvic acid, as long as I don't skip a day or two, then I don't really have cramps at all, which is amazing if you're a girl.
Yes.
So my husband he's a guitarist, so cutting his finger off was like the end of the world. He actually was able to pick up a guitar within 8 months, and we think fulvic helped with that. I gotta look at my notes for a minute.
It's all right.
We both have taken it daily pretty much since 2021. There was a short period of time where it wasn't available, so we would like take it every other day or every couple days to like keep it going. We barely ever get sick. The whole reason for me taking it was to like help my immune system. So when we do get sick, it's like 24 to 48 hours, sickness is gone. I think that it probably plays a role in that. If anybody wants this for their stocking or their loved one's stocking, it's $34.99 for a 1 ounce bottle. And that lasts like a month if you take what it says on the bottle. Like if you're new to fulvic acid, we actually suggest that you take less than the full dose to start out with and like work your way up to that full dose. So the next two that I'm going to talk about tonight, I could talk about Heart and Body Naturals products all day long. But the next two are the pain cream and the lavender ice, because pulling that wood off our property hurts your muscles a lot. So our pain cream is actually mostly magnesium based, and magnesium helps with like almost everything. I think I don't know, it's just amazing to me. One little mineral can help you so much. But we rub the pain cream onto our back or our arms or legs. Like we get a pretty good workout out in the woods. So first we'll do the pain cream and we kind of let it dry for a few minutes, and then we rub some lavender ice over that, and it works great. Our lavender ice is just lavender, peppermint, and fractionated coconut. You just rub it on your skin. Pretty cool. It's actually formulated for headaches, which I don't really get headaches very often, so I've never used it for that, but I know many, many people have, and it works great. The pain cream you can get for $39.95, which is a little bit more, but you only need a little bit and it goes a really long way. So like one bottle for me has lasted probably like 4 months or something crazy like that.
And you use it a lot. This woman runs a chainsaw and pulls logs and gardens. Like her gardens are crazy. Huge.
I like a good challenge.
Yes, you do.
Our lavender ice is $27 for a little roller, and that also lasts a very, very long time. Like I think the first one that I had lasted like 9 months or something, because you don't use very much. You don't need very much, and it helps.
Mm-hmm.
Those two I actually put to the ultimate test like maybe a month ago. I slipped and fell onto an upside down wheelbarrow, ribs first, and like knocked the wind out of myself. And everybody was like, just take Tylenol. I haven't been taking Tylenol in like 10 years. Why would I take it now? So I rubbed the pain cream on and did the lavender ice, and within like 2 days I was fine.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Well, thank you so much. I love having you on. You're such a great guest on the Diva Call. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me
Thank you.
Go find our next one. And Felicia, are you ready?
Sure, yes.
Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and pin you also. All right. So let's go ahead. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you love about Heart and Body Naturals.
Sure. Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for having me on the call, Tina. This is so nice that you're doing this. So my name's Felicia McKinney. I'm from right outside of Chicago. And I'm sorry.
Yep.
So I run a health studio where we help with beauty, but we also help with body contouring. And so I'm really excited. I've been with Heart Body Natural for 7 months now, and I really love the fact that a lot of the products, they go along with what we offer here in the company about promoting health and wellness. So I'm super excited to share with everyone my favorite stocking stuffers for today. So for me, I have two favorite products. I have a lot of favorite products, but the two that I'm going to share with for today, it is our black seed oil. That is like my best friend. I share it with everybody. I love it that it's so universal, so that it's not just for adults, but it's also children can use it as well. And it has so many great benefits. And it goes, like I said, with what we promote here in the studio with beauty as well as health. So top things that when I was doing my research, what I shows that it helps with, so it helps treat with acne. It helps promote healthy hair. You guys see, this is my natural hair, and it's just been so full and thick since I've been taking this for the past 3 months. It's also a natural inflammatory. It helps with appetite suppression, and it's a powerful antioxidant. So it just hits the nail on so many things that we deal with in our everyday life. And like I said, I love that it's universal. So, and I love the price point of it. It's very cost efficient. So for a single bottle of what I like to call the Black Liquid Gold, it's $25.95 for 1 ounce. And you can also get it in a bundle deal. So that way you can have one everywhere and even share one. You can get buy 3, get 1 free for only $69.95, which I think that's an amazing price. So that's my first product. And the second product that I absolutely love to share. This is for my women, and that is Moon, the essential oil Moon. So Moon, it is dedicated to help with hormonal, and so it aids in things like for mood swings, for your menstrual cramps. So if you have heavy cramps or you have symptoms like that, it helps so much with that. Like I usually would pop Tylenol and things like that, like just constantly, or aspirin to try to help. And since then, I've been using Moon. I do not have to use that. You can drop a couple drops on the belly button, or put a couple drops in your warm bath, and you can also just inhale it, and it starts to work like so fast. It also helps with hormonal headaches, and it helps with hot flashes. So if you're coming out of that side, you're coming to the other side, as we say, for ladies, it also helps with those nasty night flashes. I don't have those yet, and hot flashes, but I'm grateful that before I transition to that, I have the Moon on my side. So I'm so excited that I found Moon and it's available in my life. So for that bottle, it's only $29.95, and a little bit goes a long way. So you're going to have that for a while. So those are my 2 items that I wanted to share. I think everybody should get that. Definitely a great stocking stuffer.
I totally agree. I am thankful I'm on the other side of the hot flashes. But boy, I sure would have loved to have that when I, had my monthly visitors, or during the hot flash stage. My husband, like in the middle of the winter, would sleep. We've got sliding glass doors off our bedroom onto a balcony, and he would sleep with the door like 3 inches open because I was the heater. And he would have to scoot all the way to the other side of the bed because I put off so much heat, and he'd try to get as close to the door as he could. Moon would have been very nice, for me. So thank you so much, Felicia, for being on the call tonight. I would love to have you back as a guest. I love to interview the people that are constantly using the products, and just have someone else besides me on the call. So I'm gonna hold you to that, even though you haven't agreed yet.
I already agreed. I loved it. I love sharing. These products are amazing. Everybody should know about them. So thanks for having me, Tina. Okay.
You're welcome. Thank you. Let me get over here now to our next guest, Miss Kathy. Let's see, where are you? There we go. Let me pin that. Hello, Miss Kathy. Let me tell you guys, if you ever need a boost of energy or love, make sure that Kathy is on your friends list, because she is such a kind person. When she responds to what in one of her comments, it's so unique the way she responds, and you can tell that she put thought into the comment. She's such a glorious person. So thank you, Kathy, for being on the call tonight, and I can't wait to hear what your favorite products are.
Right. So I wanted to thank you because I do love your post. I love your vulnerability, if I could say that. I know that you are helping so many women with their problems, and I think that's why I respond so well to you, is because you're putting that out there in the world.
Thank
So
you.
I live in Kansas. I live on a farm. I do chainsaw work, but I am not hauling wood for anybody. That's not in my wheelhouse. Um, I'm a mother of 4. We have 6 grandchildren, and then I'm a caregiver to my husband. And there are tons of favorite products. I kind of had it in the box of we're going to do stocking stuffers. So that's what I brought up was the kids wellness and the adult wellness. So I use the adult wellness on my hands if I'm going to head out. I mean, we're out in the middle of nowhere, so we don't care while we're at home. But when we head to town, we want our defenses up. So I put it on my hands, I put it on the back of my neck, and then if I'm at home and I feel like I caught something, it goes on the bottom of my feet. So what it has in it is the eucalyptus radiata. Is primarily an essential oil for the respiratory system. It has a good anti-catarrhal, and I had to look that up, and that's excessive discharge, a buildup of mucus in the nose or the throat associated with inflammation or mucous membrane. So all of that stuff that we experience coming into the fall and the spring, it helps with that. It's a powerful expectorant and works well to thin the mucus. So tea tree's been around. I mean, they're all been around forever, but this has been in my household for a long time. And that it, unlike antibiotics, the tea tree has been shown to not kill germs indiscriminately, but to identify and kill the destructive bacteria. So it's a search and destroy little thing. So that works really well. And then you have the Ravinsara, and that's one of the most versatile and indispensable essential oils. But that didn't tell me a lot. So we went and looked a little further, and it said, whether used internally or externally for serious complaints or benign problems, it acts rapidly and effectively. It's an excellent antiviral agent, particularly for the flu. It's also very effective in cases of shingles and herpes, and it is a nerve tonic as well as mental and physical stimulant. Every time I read these instructions and the what we have on the oils, I think, man, I should be using these way more often than I do. And so the kids wellness has a lot of the same ingredients, but it's formulated to be safe for the children, so it's not as strong. See, what else do I do? So as far as stocking stuffers, I'm very practical in my gift giving. I want them to have value in it. And so my kids were complaining, our kids bring all of this home from school, and then we have to stay home from them, which they don't mind, but they're missing work and they're having to use their days off for sickness instead of something fun. So my third son and his wife, last year, I can't even tell you how many times they were out, and they would get sick normally if she got sick. So like once a month, that type of thing. So you're looking at, I feel like in my head, I have saved them hundreds to thousands of dollars. Yeah. And not getting sick, so I think it's a pretty good trade-off. Now I looked up the kids wellness, and that's $27. I'm assuming the adult wellness oil is the same price.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's probably pretty close. It's so incredible how reasonably priced these products are compared to some of the other things on the market. And they're so potent, you don't have to take much. And even in the powders, it says, 30 servings on the bag. Well, I know I get 7 to 10 extra days on my usage of those products. And I don't like scrape off the top hump on my scoop, like the whole, it's more than a scoop that I put in. So it probably lasts a lot longer. Did you have anything else you wanted to share tonight?
Well, I was going to say that when I started last November, so I've just got a year in. I've used all kinds of other oils. So I've like Young Living and doTERRA, can we say those? Which are all hers, but I don't think I've ever found oils that are so responsive to me. I think it might work, let's try this or something. And I can't think of a time that it didn't work, even if it might not have been the exact oil I needed. It's always worked.
Mm-hmm.
So I think responsive is the best word that I have for it.
That's an excellent description. A way to describe the oils, because they are very, very responsive. And even like with this, like I put on gratitude right before the call started, and like I was just filled with love immediately. Like it just flooded over me. And I'm also doing that great gratitude series, on my wall. And so this oil's getting used a lot right now. Well, thank you so much. And if you don't mind, I'd love to have you back on a call as well sometime. I just love when other people can share their passion and love, and maybe you can say something that I don't say, or say something differently that's going to resonate with someone else. So if you don't mind, I'd love to have you back sometime.
Oh, I'm up for it.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Now we have one more, right? I think we have Miss Mandy. Miss Mandy is so incredibly sweet. She told me that that she made a goal list for 2024. And one of the things on her goal list was going to be to get to a certain something. I don't know what she was expecting, to be a guest trainer on the Diva call. And I'm like, girl, you don't have to reach any rank to be on this call with me. We'll just get you on here and you can share your love, because Mandy's extremely passionate. And what I love about her is the extra work that she puts in. We're very fortunate that we, let me say it this way. Mandy puts in this extra work. She targets her French contacts, and she'll do a lot of her postings and a lot of her lives and a lot of her trainings in French, which I can't understand a dang thing she's saying, but I do love to listen to her speak. So in English tonight, though, for our English speaking audience, Mandy, why don't you tell us about yourself and share your favorite products?
Yeah, we started HBN Franco a few months ago, and now I added go 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 at the end to represent Go to Sauna, and I do have my friend Francine that's starting slowly to join us, and she's francophone too, so we're gonna blow up that francophone market. So yeah, I've been with you guys for quite a bit. I guess it's been a year and a half that I joined with HB Naturals. Definitely started more customer based stuff. I've never done network marketing. I feel very blessed that this is my first experience. Like, what a score. I mean, not only do I get to represent stuff that really works, that like every product you try is amazing, but the leaders are great. So it was hard at the beginning, just getting used to what to do, being in those uncomfortable situations when you start, like we all know, like the skills we have to develop and the hurdles we have to do. But I'm glad that I stuck around, and I'm still here. And even when I maybe was not doing so well with growing my business, I couldn't stop using the products because they made me feel so good. So kind of stuck around. So a lot of the stuff I wanted to talk about, some people talked about it. So I use so many of them every day. So I pulled up the information sheets, and I'm going to talk about other ones.
That's okay.
And I
okay.
was supposed to work tonight, and it's a blessing. They sent me home. I mean, it's not great for the money, but money is going to come because I'll be successful in other ways. So, so yes, just to go back to Courtney, pain cream. amazing. I'll say this quick. I build furniture. One of my businesses is delivery and billing of furniture. And if I'm on the road for a long time, I actually put it as a preventative. So I put it for pain, but I put it as a preventative. And there's a couple oils from our sister company that I add to that. And yes, like pain's just one of those things.
You want to go ahead
But
and what do you add to it? And why?
I add so I used to add sweet basil and Flexable from oh, you know what? Flexable is an HB natural one. Sorry, I'm getting confused which oil comes from which company now. It's the ADHD people. So yeah, Flexable. Okay. So speaks with your muscle system thing. So when I started using it in combination with pain, I couldn't believe the difference. So and then I added sweet basil because I had heard for arthritis it was good. So now that was my recipe. But I gave away sweet basil to my post office lady because her sister suffers from pretty bad arthritis. So I offered that as a sample for her to try because she's a customer that buys my physical stock because they don't have internet where they are. And I switched. I learned with our oil of the month. So this is from our sister company, but balsam fir. So just like learning about our oil of the month, this helps with pain too, and exactly what it says it does. So I used it today actually because I'm breaking a trail in the woods behind my house, snowshoeing. So the snow was a bit hard, so you have to like press like you gotta give good presses so it gets hard on the knees. Within 20 minutes, the pain was gone. Yeah, it's so much better than burning our stomach with ibuprofen. Like it's and yeah, so I guess those would be my two. And then I'll still say the other one I chose because I have a testimonial from a friend that she wrote to me about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have loose ligaments and I have a torn disc, so that would be kind of my experience with body pains and just going over the counter pharmaceuticals, and this stuff works better because it feeds your body stuff. So it's kind of like ibuprofen works, and then when it's gone, it doesn't work. But this stuff actually makes my body, heals my body, so my pains are not ever getting as bad as they used to because I use them ongoing, right? So my other one, like the top one I put in was Nova. Gotta love Nova. So I never realized that I had heartburn so bad. So like there's a bar and cramps, and I was like, oh, maybe it's the anxiety. Like I wasn't getting reflux stuff. So and then I learned after that that's actually heartburns, like just that bar across the and since I switched, that bar is gone. And then for me personally, what I love about it, so ashwagandha being in there, ashwagandha being like good with stress relief and all that. So you don't get the high of the coffee and then the crash. You just kind of, it gives it to you and you feel just amazing, and you just stay like that. So I'm gonna have to translate this on the fly because it's a French testimonial. I'll save you guys hearing the French. So my friend switched off of coffee for a year. She's been drinking hot cocoa in the morning, and I got her to try Nova, and she's sold. So she's like, finally a coffee low in acidity that permits me to drink it without stomach burns. She said like the taste, the texture, and the natural ingredients that it was made with brings that touch of love to my body. Thank you, Mandy, for the discovery. So yeah, it was really neat to like, she's like, I can't drink coffee anymore. I'm like, actually, just try this. Let's see if you can drink coffee again. And she missed the taste of coffee. So yeah, thanks, Nova.
That's wonderful. Let me see if I can get my special guest up here real quick. Did you have anything else you wanted to share?
No, I think that's it. We're kind of at the line. Yeah, that would be. I mean, I could go on. I use probably more than a dozen a day.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm the same way. Somebody asked on a chat what is your daily routine? I'm like, oh geez, here we go. Okay, well, I wake up and I do this, and then 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 I put it on my face, and
yeah, I should count.
Yeah, I don't want to count. I just want to use. So thank you, Mandy. And
you're welcome.
be a guest on these calls longer or more often as well. So thank you. And then this guy here, like we can't forget about our fur babies, right? This is my buddy Jeter, and he is 14 years old. Are you 14? He's going deaf and he's going blind. But he also has separation anxiety. And so when I have to go on a business trip or I go to the mailbox at the end of the driveway, he gets very anxious and like paces around the house or goes and sits on the back of the couch and looks out the window and pines for me. And the Calm for Pets has been absolutely amazing for him. Especially recently, we went to Arkansas for a wedding and I had a pet sitter come to the house to take care of him. And he did really well. Like he was, you know, he still had some anxiousness because, you know, we're together all the time, all day long, and have been because I had daycare for 16 years. And so he's never really been without me during the day. And so having the Calm for Pets is absolutely amazing. And then also, I do want to say, there is, you know, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there is a really bad pet illness that's going around. And I've talked to a couple of people whose dogs have had this respiratory illness. And it's definitely not something that you want to see your dog go through from what I'm hearing from my network. So if you have a dog, or you know someone with a dog, raise your hand. I mean, that's all of us, right? Then get the pet wellness because there's a lot of things in there that are going to be really beneficial for the pets. And I would rather have them, because when I first saw that, I'm like, well, dogs don't get sick, you know, and so I never bought it. But with that coming, I see a little puppy, Rhonda. I see your baby. But I would definitely suggest getting a bottle or two of that just in case you do have a friend whose fur baby becomes ill. There's another one. I saw Greta's baby. So I have about 4, maybe 5 minutes left. Does anyone want to share a quick 2-minute little what would you like to have in your stocking stuffer before we end the meeting? Anyone? You can unmute. Oh, Stu, yes. Where'd you go? I just saw you. There you go.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Hey, I am so good. Thank you so much for being on the call tonight. I always enjoy listening to your voice. Especially, you've got such a beautiful, silky voice. So
You are so kind. Thank you. You know, I really enjoy this because even though I've been using a lot of these products, hearing how other folks use them, you know, like I didn't know that, and not that I didn't know, but I didn't think about, wow, you can put this with that. You can do that. So I've been using, one of my favorites is the pain lotion. I've been using it for about 4 years. And folks, sometimes we wake up with a pain for no reason. You just wake up or you're sitting down and your knee will start hurting. I didn't do anything. I didn't play basketball. I didn't run. Didn't fall. Just things start hurting, right? So with the pain cream, I've been very, very blessed because I haven't had to use the Motrin, and then, you know, we're not making medical claims, but I have to use the Motrin. I didn't have to take the ibuprofen. I didn't have to take the extra strength this or that. So usually I'm at like a 10 with the level. I put it on. No, it's not a snake oil, but it makes the pain go to like a 2 or 3. It's so much more manageable. So so I don't have to take anything, like she said, that eats at the lining of the stomach, you know. So this has been a go-to for me. Very, very blessed with these products. And one of my other favorites is a lot of us have the same favorites, the adult wellness. Now, I know we can't make any medical claims, but I swear by this. Get your black seed oil, get your adult wellness, and you use those every day. I've been using adult wellness every day. Coach Marcus turned me on to this back in 2020 when I got started. He says, I use the adult wellness every day. I use it every single day for the past 4 years. And again, we can't make any medical claims, but I can tell you my story, right? I don't get sick. I got sick one time last December with the big C thing, the little virus, because I stopped using the products because I wasn't home to get them. I'm not going to get, mail to somebody else's house. I'm good. I'll be good. And that's what happened. So I definitely take these things every single day. So with that, Coach, I love what you're doing. Thank you so much for sharing and giving us an outlet to learn more. Appreciate
you are very kind. Thank you. Yes. And I traveled to that Arkansas trip. I did not take my arsenal of health products, and it wasn't 4 days after I got home and I was fever, body ache, chills, coughing. And it happened a year ago when I traveled and I forgot to take my goodies from Heart and Body Naturals. And I ended up with that same yuck, and I was down for probably 3 weeks on that one, just tiredness, the leftover stuff that you get from that. So I am going to go ahead and stop recording, and then I'm going to go into the chat and make sure I didn't miss any questions. So I just want to thank all of you for your time. If you're watching this on replay, please reach out to the person that shared this video with you so that you can start your own health journey with Heart and Body Naturals and make sure that you and your loved ones are taken care of. So thank you, thank you, thank you.